Shalom, shalom. First off, I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Salutations and double honors unto the elders, apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Aron Ratazah, this will be edifying, and let's jump right to it. The title of this video is going to be Our People's Mistake. I'm going to read Exodus 19, verse 4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you out unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. The Father rose up Moses to deliver his message through a prophet. He spoke to his people. The voice of Yahweh is Moses. Through him he gave the message to his people and told them that they were chosen, and the Most High only chose Israel. The Bible is only for Israel, no other nation. This is the record of our people. Let me go right here. Psalms 135, verse 4. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. That's why here in Exodus 19, verse 5, he said, Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice, indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure. So like it. Unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. He is clarifying it right here, making it plain that every nation in the world is his, but he has chosen one out of all the people. He says, if you will obey my voice, which the prophets are the voice of the Most High, and obey my commandments, then we'll be his people. Jump right to it. Let me reread this one again. Psalms 135, verse 4. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. The Father only chose Israel. It consisted of 12 tribes, not just with Judah. The reason I say this is because if you ask the world who is the real Israelites, who are the real Israelites, they'll answer the Jews. But remember, it is not only one tribe, but of 12 tribes. Let's jump right. This is Exodus chapter 19, verse 7. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their face all these words which the Lord commanded him. So like I just woke up. Exodus chapter 19, verse 8. And all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. So here, when the Most High gave this message to the prophet Moses, and Moses gave it to us, the people of Israel agreed. Everything that the Most High has said, we agree. And the Most High gave him the laws, gave him things to follow, but he also gave us the warnings of what would happen if we would not follow it. Let's go jump to Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. This is one of the main conditions. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And we see this today, how our people are still under the curses, of course, for breaking that covenant, for breaking those laws. And we see how they're cursed into following idol worshiping, But just like back then, today we could see the few people, the few people that let me read chapter 6. Exodus chapter 20, verse 6, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Today we could only see a few that follow his commandments, not the whole nation of Israel, because the whole nation of Israel is as the sand of the sea, but there's only a few that are following him to the best of their ability. But we could see how the most of our people are idol worshippers to this day. But again, just to clarify, these verses are clearly the Most High is clearly telling us what He does not want. No other gods, no idols of anything from the sky, on earth, under earth, or on the ocean. And you know how our people made a bunch of idols. He's telling us not to bow down to them or worship them, for He is jealous. And like I say, today we see only a few people obeying Him and a few people neglecting their old idols, but we see most of them still following those dumb idols. Exodus chapter 23, verse 33. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thine adversaries. For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee in unto the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. So right here, he's listing the heathen nations that he's gonna kick away. The angel is gonna do that. But God also understand that the only reason why Israel got the victory over its enemies was because of Yahweh and Yahushai, and the only reason why the enemies got the victory on his people was because of Yahweh and Yahushai. If we please him and if we obey him, he will be with us. But the moment we go against him, the Most High is going to be against us. Plain and simple. These are conditions. Just because we were his chosen people doesn't mean that he's just always going to, not always, but just because we're his chosen people doesn't mean that he's going to give us a tap in the back. Like, yeah, you're good, you're chosen. No. Being his special people comes with I lost my words. Let me just keep going. Exodus chapter 23, verse 24. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them and quite break down their images. And ye shall serve the Lord your power, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from midst of them. Yeah, we serve him, we're blessed. We go against him, we're cursed. Our people's mistake was that they serve idols. Verse 26, there shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my Salakia. Verse 27, I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all people to whom thou shalt come, and I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivites, the Canaanites, and the Hittites from before thee. This and there's other examples how the Most High literally everything that Israel went wasn't because Israel was strong in itself, but because there was a power, the power of heaven and earth, that was behind it to back them up. Just as we could see what happened to the Pharaoh. Exodus chapter 23, verse 29, I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua knows everything, they control everything, they created everything. They also know, they're wise, They created. I mean, they know better than us. So we gotta understand why he didn't remove the enemies in one single year. You know, that's the also reason why we understand why the Most High is telling us not to eat certain things. That even when Israel was conquering lands, he gave all the law of not cutting down most of the trees, and you see Esau Edom cutting them damn trees for fucking factories and whatnot. Exodus chapter 23 verse 30. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee until thou be increased and inherit the land. And I will set thy bonds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. This is the point right here, these two verses, Exodus chapter 23, verse 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods, their idols. Verse 33. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee. So, the warning right there, not to make a covenant with the heathen, because you will fall to their idols, and their idols will be a snare unto them, and that will cause you to go against Yahweh Bashan Yahushai. Numbers 33, verse 50. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye are passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quit pluck down all their high places. Again, is retouching the Most High is warning. It's speaking through Moses again. The voice of the Most High speaking to the people again, telling them what they must do, so on and so forth, right? Verse 53. And ye shall dispose the inhabitants of the land and dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. Verse 54. And ye shall drive the land by a lot for an inheritance among you, among your families, and to the more ye shall give, the more. Okay, can't see Salakia. And to the more ye shall give, the more inheritance, and to the fewer ye shall give, the less inheritance. Every man inheritance shall be in the place where his lot faileth, according to the tribes of your fathers ye shall inherit. So this is speaking about when they cross there, they're gonna split and divide the what's it called, the lands, and it's quite good how those who have too much, those who have more people will have more land, and those who have few people will have less land. You know, Numbers chapter 33 verse 55. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell. Another warning right there. If you do not do this, they're going to be a problem unto Israel. Numbers chapter 33 verse 56. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them. But here it's a different warning. He's saying, look, if you don't do it, everything that was going to fall onto them will come to you. And if they don't remove the heathen, they will trouble you. They'll be in trouble. They'll be influenced by the heathen and worship idols. Judgment comes on them instead. Plain and simple. That's what happened. In Judges, in the first book of Judges, chapter 21 to 31, it lists the tribes who fell to drive the heathens, and some made them to serve them. Therefore, they stayed and lived among them. So I'm going to jump in Judges chapter 2, verse 1. Israel's rebuke, And the angel of the Lord Yahweh came up from Gilgal to Boshim and said, I made you to go up out of Egypt, and have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers And I said, I will never break my covenant with you. And the Most High hasn't. Israel did. Verse 2. And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this? Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your sides, and their God shall be a snare unto you. He told us. He knows us. Verse 4. And it came to pass when the angel of the Lord Yahweh spake these words unto all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept. You know, so the heathen stayed among Israel. Israel went on and learned their ways, and then they served their gods, which that is a sin against the Most High that made us go against, and we were departed from him in a sense, you know, because the curses came and the captivities came. When we obey and we hear the words, when we obey his voice, which are the prophets, when we obey his commandments, the Most High is with us. As soon as Israel worshiped Baal and Ashtoreth, and those who read knows what happened to them. Correct? This is Judges chapter 2, verse 16 now. Go right here. Yeah. Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the land of those that spoiled them. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods, and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord, but they did not so. So yes, the Most High would hear their cries when they were crying unto the Most High. They will hear them. He will save them. He will send judges. Then from the judges, he will send prophets and kings, right? But Israel will still go back, because that's why in Jeremiah, old backsliding children. Let me see if I can find them. Salakia. I was holding off Jeremiah for the part 2 of this video, but might as well bring it out. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 6. The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah, the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She is gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. Spiritually, she committed adultery, which was idol worshipping. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring, you know, because it's known as backsliding. They always go backwards instead of forward. And the Most High, as soon as he would tell you to admit, and for them to, they will ask for forgiveness. The Most High will forgive them. Let's move forward. But Israel loves to go to their past. Judges chapter 2, verse 16. Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them. And then it comes a backsliding. And yet they will not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods, and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord, but they did not so. Now, continue to the next one, so lucky for that. Judges chapter 3, verse 5. And the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites, and Amorites, and Perizzites, and Hivites, and Jebusites. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served their gods. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and forgot the Lord their power, and served Balaam and the groves, which is known also as Asheroth, something like that. In the NIV, let me see so I can say it correctly because I don't want to mispronounce. Where's the Judges? Chapter 3, verse 5 in the NIV. Asheros. Asheros. Yes, that's the name. Asheros. It is a fucking false idol. But anyways, so here in Judges chapter 3 verse 5, it lists the name of the heathen nations who lived among them. What else? Israel took the heathen's daughters in marriage and gave their daughters to the heathen sons, therefore resulting in a unity agreement with the heathen, and the children of Israel served the heathen's idols, just as we see today when a man, it happens to your shashkars, when they get married into the family gets mad that he's either, if they're Catholics, they get mad that he's Christian. If they're Christians, they get mad if they're Catholic. If they're religious, they get mad if they're of the world. But if they're of the world, they get mad if they're religious. So our people, in marriages, that's why you got to get married with the same people with the same mind, because if not, it creates problems. But we understand that those are part of the curses in today's time. So they serve Baal and Asherah. Now let me just continue, so I won't get too sidetracked. The warning in Deuteronomy. So like if I don't say it right, I gotta work on that because I say Deuteronomio, but let me just continue. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 1. When the Lord thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites, damn fucking ites, right? 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. This is why Israel messed up, because they made a covenant with them. Because the Most High warned them, hey, when you get the lands that you're going to possess, you're supposed to be gone with all of these heathen nations and not make a covenant unto them, because they will be a snare unto you, and you will serve those damn idols. So since Israel didn't do that, let me just continue. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 2. And when the Lord thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy sons from following me, and they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord Yahweh be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So yes, Israel was chosen to be different, And the Most High was warning them for Israel not to fall into that snare, because then what would happen to the next generation? They grow up knowing these things, and they will depart from the Most High. Psalms 106, verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sanctified their sons and daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance. So the mistake of our people, the mistake of Israel, was that they broke the covenant by worshiping the idols, and because they fell into worshiping idols was because they disobeyed and they didn't remove all the heathens of the Holy Land. Verse 41. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. Many times did he deliver them. That's what I was saying. Every time that they would ask for forgiveness and for deliverance, he would do it. But they provoked him with their counsel, and were brought low for their iniquity. Nevertheless, he regarded their affliction when he heard their cries. And he remembered for them his covenant, and repent according to the multitudes of mercies. We also got to understand, when Israel went into bondage in Egypt, and the Most High delivered them, in the wilderness, they messed up. He still delivered them. Then they worshipped idols. He still delivered them. Then they what's it called? They were going to the judges, and King David, I'm jumping too much, and King Solomon, right? The Most High was with them. But then when they fought against each other, the Most High cursed them. He sent 4 captivities. The Babylonians and Syrians is 1. The Persians and Medes is 2. The Greeks is a 3rd captivity, and Rome is the 4th. The Bible is also, as I started the video, it's a record for the people of Israel, for our people. This is how we know where they are today. And the Bible clearly states, from the New Testament to the Old Testament to the Apocrypha, that Israel have been scattered for disobeying the Most High. But because the Most High is the one who scattered us, he's the only one who's going to gather us to the holy nation. And when we are in the holy nation, then peace will come. So you got to ask yourself who was there, right? But I'm jumping way ahead. Now, verse 44, nevertheless, he regarded their affliction when he heard their cries. And he remembered for them his covenant, and repented according to the multitude of his mercies. He made them also to be pitied of all those that carried them captives. Save us, O Lord, our power, and gather us from among the heathen, to give thanks unto thy holy name, and to triumph in thy praises. Because to this day, that's what we're doing. We're praying unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that, hey, save us from this captivity that we're in. Save us from being scattered. We want to go back home. And we're also telling the people to repent, because he will come. He is going to come. Verse 48, blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, from everlasting to everlasting, and let all the people say amen. Yes, Israel broke the first covenant through idol worshiping. The Most High in anger scattered them. But why is there end time prophecies that says that he's going to bring them back? So our question is to the Christians. We cannot say that the Most High has done away with Israel just because of this. That's going to be the second part of it. How they went as the harlot in Exodus and Hosea, right? And in Ezekiel chapter 16. But the Most High is still chosen by the Redeemer. But that's the reason why I wanted to bring this up, is so I could touch on this point. Because, Jake, it has a short, they won't see the whole thing. So let me just continue. Leviticus chapter 20. Verse 22, ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not. And it won't vomit you, it won't spit you. But since the nation of Israel did not obey the land that the Most High gave them, it kicked them out. The Most High scattered them. It was another warning. And all Israel have been out of the Holy Land till this day. The Lord Himself will return them. Now, there's no like other, not other camps, but other black demon that will say, "Yeah, we are gonna go back into the Holy Land." And then you ask him, "Oh yeah, how are you gonna do that?" "Oh, by ships." "Oh yeah, and where's the Holy Land?" "Oh, in Africa." Dumb. Let me bring Amos chapter 9 verse 11. "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt." So in the first verse it says that He's going to rebuild the house of David, the tabernacle of David, which David is not, it's from the tribe of Judah, but it's not only talking about that, because David, when he was in reign, all nations were together. There was no split of the northern kingdom or the southern kingdom. It's all nations, right? And they will possess the remnant of Edom. Why is it saying Edom here? Because Edom today is in control, and this is their heaven. But as Esau is the end, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. When that kingdom falls, boom, Jacob back on track. Not back on track, but back as in the holy state that it needs to be, because the earth needs righteous rulership, which the earth hasn't been in. We haven't done it. This world has fucked. So now let me read verse 14. "And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel." You see? "And they shall build the waste cities, and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens, and eat the fruit of them. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power." Now let's remember that the prophet Amos was prophesying the captivity that Israel fell under the Assyrians. In verse 14 and 15, it says, verse 15, "And I will plant them upon the land, and they shall no more be pulled up." He will bring His people back from exile. It says in verse 14, right? And in 15 it says that the Most High is saying, "I will plant them up, never again to be uprooted from the land," that He has given them. Did the Lord broke His promise? After the Assyrians, the people fell to the Persians, the Greeks, and the Roman captivities, and then the Babylonian, the Great captivity. Did the Most High break that promise? No. But this is clearly speaking of an end-time prophecy, that when the holy people will return unto the Holy Land, there will be peace afterwards. The world can't say that the small hats are the real people, the real Israelites, right? When they declared themselves a state of the state of Israel in 1948, immediately there was wars, the Arab-Israeli war. To this day, we have seen nothing but conflicts in that land. People should start asking themselves, who are these in the Holy Land who claim to be the holy ones? This is why it is hard for the Christians to hear this. So I see it. Okay, they tell us we're not Israelites, but they're ignoring the word, and the word clearly says that the Israelites are scattered because they disobeyed the Most High, and that the Most High is going to bring them back from exile because He's still dealing with them. So if we're not the Israelites, then who? Because this doesn't even fit the ones that are there, the imposters. But hey, this is all I brought for the first video, which what our people's mistake was, that they didn't push out the heathens and that they fell into idol worshiping. So I don't know, Ratazal. It was edifying. Salawat. On to the next one.